His name could be Josh Gross. We don't know how he chooses to pronounce it.
Well, we probably do, but he said it
Yeah,
when he introduced himself.
I bet probably pretty quickly after taking stage, he was probably like, "I'm Josh Gross. Welcome to Puppeteers for Fears. Let's do it." All right, Jewel. Welcome back to Dunker's house, where we just decided we're going to call this previously live. We're filming this on super short notice. Um, was it last night?
Last night.
Night we went and saw Puppeteers for Fears perform. Yeah, there you go. Perform Robopacalypse.
Yes.
We saw it in Pittsburgh at City Winery. Is that what it was called?
Yes.
We took Jason and Renee, and we took David and Alex. It's a live puppet show musical. We had seen them previously do a Cthulhu show. We also saw them in Pittsburgh. That one was fantastic. We're super excited for this one. The way I describe it to everybody is, if you've seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall, there's the vampire puppet show in that. I tell them it's that, but you get to see the entire thing, and that's pretty awesome. Because it's a good time, man. Puppeteers for Fears is a lot of fun. They put on this puppet show in a bar or a winery or a restaurant. It's a place where you can get alcohol and food, generally, is my opinion. This time it took place inside a City Winery in Pittsburgh. It's on Smallman Street. It's in the Strip District. It's in that kind of, I call it a new development, but I don't know, everybody makes it sound like it's been there for years. But it's in that new little development there on Smallman Street in the back, which we've never really visited anything in there. We walk back there every time we're eating some sort of Vietnamese treat from up on the strip. We walk back there, but never been in it. It's a cool place. Get some wine, get some alcohol. We got some food. We got some sandwiches. We saw Puppeteers for Fears. Yeah, it's a ton of fun. They put on a really good, fun puppet show. The puppets are like super adorable, man. They're awesome. They're really kick-ass puppets. All of the performances they're always fun. The guy who I think wrote and composed it. I think he maybe came up with the entire thing that we had mentioned previously, Josh Gross. I think that he's like one of my favorite parts of the show, because he plays the synthesizer. Like, he intros everything. He talks to you about it. Then he plays the synthesizer throughout. And man, he's a lot of fun to watch. And you can tell every time they go off script, they add in little jokes in all of their shows. And a lot of times you can't tell, because what it is, it's just previously they had this reference and then they snuck in this reference instead and see if it was funnier. And a lot of them you can't necessarily tell when they're ad-libbing. But if you watch Josh, man, like, you can see him like start like really reacting and selling it. And then when it's his turn to jam out on the synths, man, he jams out on the synths. As soon as you wonder, like, is it a good time to clap? I don't want to interrupt. He just to get you started. It's perfect. Oh, I loved watching him. And it's introduced. It's usually like opened up for by Blunderbust, the band that plays the guitar and the bass for them. I don't know. I assume maybe they're playing other instruments. It's usually a drummer, but the band that plays there, Blunderbust, they open for him. The guitarist and singer from that band emotes throughout. She looks like she's intended to be a part of the performance, because she emotes so hard. During the rap battle scene, she pops on those sunglasses and she was like hard mugging the whole time. It was great. She's a lot of fun too. It's a cool show. They make a bunch of handmade puppets. They're all hiding behind that like cover that acts as the stage. Yeah, so you're set a bit below it, and that's the stage.
Which is nice. Helps you see, although apparently I had a perfect seat. I had a view of everything.
And I had mentioned this to David when we were there, but you and I see a lot of like local theater one-man show kind of things, or like one stage shows. And even when they have elaborate stage setups, which they usually don't, it's usually like literally a ladder and a lamp or something like that. But even when they have elaborate stage setups, this Puppeteers for Fears really uses the stage a lot better. Like, the whole thing just looks cooler. That projected screen behind, the fact that it's a bit raised to you, the performances, they really use the stage well. And I like that, like, the musicians are like a big part of the show. Like, they're not just in the back or tucked underneath the stage where they typically are playing instruments. Like, they're like a big part of the show. They're on either side of the stage, kind of front and center. Plus, it's a funny show. You get to see puppets doing fun stuff. The puppets are rad. Puppets are all super kick-ass. They're made by the guys in this troupe, or the people in this troupe. It's one person credited as making them. They're really good. They're always cool. Even in this one, like, I don't want to say this one looked a little bit lower budget than the previous one we saw, but there was a bunch of like robots that they had made, and they kind of got a little generic. But even as generic as they were, they all still felt kind of unique. You couldn't even tell what some of them were. They'd pop up and you'd be like, "There's the spoon," or whatever it is.
That robot spoon.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Robot flashlight.
What's the story in this one is I don't want to spoil anything, but basically this is about creating AI and letting it run amok. This guy and his daughter kind of simultaneously make their own AIs, and they kind of get loose on the town, and everybody's trying to punch AI to death. Except it gets over. Is that not what happened?
No.
I think they were out there punching AI. It's about the robots taking over, man. It's what happens when...
It's about a robopacalypse.
It's about a robot apocalypse. Yeah, it's about what happens when apparently AI, very sarcastic AI, goes unchecked. There was a lot of great characters in this one. There's the toaster, BLT. Yeah, everybody loved the toaster.
Perhaps one of the most reliable, intelligent, cunning, strong henchmen. And anyone who says otherwise, they just don't get it.
We saw it in this city winery in Pittsburgh. I don't know why any of these people would ever see it, but they should know how much fun they made the show. And I don't think the troupe didn't encourage you to play along with it, but there was people who would like cheer on the toaster. Every time the toaster came on, they were like, "Go get it, baby." Everyone made it a lot of fun. I liked it a good bit. I suppose if everybody was doing it, you'd be like, "Okay, guys, that's enough." But when you have a couple people that are doing it at the exact right moment, boy, it really helps the entire experience get sold. It was a lot of fun. There's the little car, which you and I had a little bit of a debate whether that was an RC car or meant to represent a full-size car. It's debatable. We mentioned it had the little antenna on the top, but then that was so it could get broadband linked, and they took that away, and he was still fine. So I think I think you're right, and it's a representation of a full-size car, and I was wrong, and it's not a remote-controlled car.
It's like a fake Tesla.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's a fake Tesla. Honestly, I thought it was what's the car that they drive in Back to the Future?
Yeah, I think it was. I don't know.
I thought it was a DeLorean.
It had that back.
Yeah, I thought it was a DeLorean that entire time. And when it had the flip-up headlights, I was like,
It was silver.
Yeah, I was like, they made a DeLorean. But the more I think about it, I think, no, you're right. It doesn't matter. Josh, add us. Let us know. Sorry, Juice. We don't know how to say his name. Could be Juice. Yeah, the car was cool. I really liked the girl's trash bot. The other AI in the movie was made out of like trash. It was like an upside down tea kettle, I think, and a crystal Pepsi bottle, and it had a blender. What did she have for an arm?
Egg beater.
Egg beater for an arm.
Egg beater hand and an oven mitt hand.
Yeah.
And no legs for a long time.
Yeah, it's a really funny show. The music is generally good. This one didn't have the Cthulhu Relaya song from the first time we saw the Cthulhu one.
Catchy tune.
Legitimately, genuinely catchy tune. I still remember singing that Cthulhu Relaya. Yeah, that one was great. And this one didn't have that, but I think they went for it with Brave New World, which was a fun song. That was a good one. A lot of good songs. It's a fun musical.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it was a great show.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah.
The music was great. I was dancing along to a lot of it. I wish they would do more shows.
Yeah. It's expensive. They mentioned it's expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can still get tickets. I don't know if anybody other than 5 people will ever see this video. If it somehow shows up on your feed and you get the chance to buy tickets for any of the Puppeteers for Fears shows, if you find this 2 years from now, go see the Puppeteers for Fears. It's a lot of fun, man. If you can still catch Robopacalypse. Part of the fun of it is that they seem to be having fun.
Yeah.
And so when they mess up because they're laughing or because they bumped into each other or for any number of a million reasons, whenever they mess up, like it adds to it. Like they're having fun back there, and that's why that came out. So you couldn't really tell they had a cold, if I'm honest. If there was any point where I heard one of their voices crack or something, I probably just thought it was either microphone trouble or just them having fun, and that sold it. And David leaned over at one point and was like, I feel like I'm missing a lot of like puppeteering knowledge that would sell this a lot harder, because like at one point the two of the characters are kind of walking along and they're like, uh-oh, we should go around. Let's go around the back of the two characters. And Dave was like, that was probably really hard for the puppeteers to like move all the way around to the other side. And you don't think about that if you don't know anything about puppeteering, which I don't know the first thing about puppeteering. But as soon as David said that, I was like, yeah, I can imagine like having one arm straight up and trying to like crawl past another person in tandem with someone else doing the same movement. Now that makes me wonder now if that was an improv line. Let's go around just to be funny, just to mess with them.
Sorry, BLT, I do love you, but you didn't win that rap
No, the
battle.
Uberwagen won that rap battle. It was way funnier. Maybe BLT was having some microphone issues when we were there. Maybe if you could hear all of the lines, it would have been a clear-cut winner. But no, I vote Uberwagen. I think that's it, huh?
That's it.
Okay, thanks for coming. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Baby, this is love.
Could be Gross.
Could be.